It's definitely harder to make new friends as you get older.
It's just that friendship takes effort. It takes planning. It takes just, you have to make it a priority. I mean, that's the bottom line. Friendship needs to be a priority in order for it to stay and to grow.
Nobody likes to be my friend, so I haven't made any new friends. That's why I joined this group. No, I'm just kidding. I've kept my core group of friends. I've had them for a very long time. Made some new ones through triathlon, and now I have, 20 new friends with all the people that are in this group getting ready for Coeur d'Alene.
The pandemic started, I was a junior going into my senior year. So I don't really know what it was like to be an adult during the pandemic. I was in my little college bubble, so keeping friendships and making friendships were easy because I had my teammates and then I had my roommates, and I lived with 5 of my best friends, and that was that. Life kind of continued on.
During the pandemic, when there was like the lockdown and stuff, it actually was super interesting because me and some of the people I work with, namely Marcus and Dylan, who are both doing the race, we got together for bike rides and stuff like that because we did so much stuff on teams, but we also took the time to meet up at the office and go for bike rides. And so I think if anything, it like strengthened some friendships with some people. So many of the people that are my friends these days are people I work with, either at Ironman or at events. So pandemic or not, we still see them a lot.
I feel really grateful for the connections that I have maintained during the pandemic. It wasn't easy. Now, because it's easier to travel, it's been really wonderful. Some of the relationships that I have are with folks that live in other states or even other parts of the world, other countries. And there are all different ways that I stay in touch, and really feel so grateful for the friendships.
I've been trying to be better at keeping up with old friends and just staying in touch, but it's not something I'm strong at, and it's definitely something that I need to work on and want to work on. I want to be a better friend moving forward and stay in touch, but it is not something historically I've been great at.
I have a lot of friends from all over the country, and in order to maintain those friendships, I had to put a lot of effort behind always checking in and communicating, telephone calls, text messages, even if it's just to say hi.
Always thankful and always surprised when somebody calls me and checks in and sees how you're doing. And that's especially true now, after everything that went on last October. So if you're one of those folks that reaches out, calls, thank you for calling and checking in on me. I very much appreciate you for doing that.
I love FaceTiming everybody, and it's not even friendships, like my family, my friends, everyone. Like, I love to FaceTime. I like to see that face. I like to see them laugh and smile, and when they're crying, all of that stuff. It's so important for me to use FaceTime, especially to maintain those relationships, because they can show me different things. It's a whole different level to friendship that I think that everyone should be taking advantage of.
Keeping friends, I think post-pandemic, the one good thing that did happen for me at least was a lot of us travel for a living, so we're not home, or you forget to call somebody, but when we were home, we were all going through the same thing, and it really helped revitalize some people in my life and bring them back together. And now I've been able to keep those and maintain those friendships a lot better.
I feel like I blinked, and I'm, like I said, 4 years ago now, basically it's 2019. Who was I then? I had a different set of friends, different set of peers, and I like where I'm at now. I love my family. They're everything that I am, and that's my primary connection, to be honest, these days.
Being a 30-something couple, making couple friends. We have a new baby, not really new, 2.5-year-old. But time is, not as prevalent as it maybe once was. So, we just don't have time to get out there and meet new people. So it's about the connections that you've built over the years. And I have some different text families, if you will, that we keep in constant contact with, but really just the connections I've made through triathlon is keeping me going through.
My wife and I, we don't have any children. We've tried, medically to have children for several years, and most people my age, or most couples my age, like a common thread for friendship is their children and their school and their activities. So friendships, it's something my wife and I don't take for granted. It's something we're always cognizant about.
When you wake up 2 hours earlier in the morning than you normally would to dress kids and give them breakfast and then redress them because they made a mess of themselves, and then go to work, take the kids to daycare, go to work, come home, make dinner, put the kids to bed. Where do you get to go to the bar and hang out with people? You don't. And for me, that's fine. I don't feel like I'm really missing out. It's just a different experience for me.
Developing friendships is a lot harder than maintaining them. For me, maintaining them is easy because it's the people that I want to talk to. It's the people I want to tell about my day. It's people whose days I want to hear about. That's the whole part of a friendship, is you guys all put in effort and you care so much about each other that you want to hear the good, the bad, the ugly.
My work when I'm not working with BCC, I'm a commercial photographer, I'm shooting real estate, so it takes a lot of time out, and that's tough to balance. I am excited about the team. I love the people. I love, my work friends. I wish I could see them more. I wish we could train together. But, you just keep muddling along, and perhaps when the season starts up, we can get those runs in or get those rides in, or, kind of play off each other a lot, and do stuff.
As adults, I think it's a lot harder because as kids, we naturally play with our friends. Growing up, it was a neighborhood, and every day after school, we would get together and we would play, running bases, or we would play kickball, or we would just, shag flies in the street. And you don't really do that when you're an adult. You don't really make that time to play and do fun activities with friends. And I think that's one of the benefits of this sport, is that we actually do that together. And it's what makes it so much more fun, because we train together and we work out together, and in some ways we do race together, but we always have our own individual goals within all of that.
I think being part of this team has already helped me quite a bit. I've met several people that I didn't know before that I can already tell are going to be close friends and lifelong friends, and I'm really excited about that. I've gotten to know some people I've met along the way closer, so I get to know them more than I did before, and I get to hang out with them in a different capacity, and that's very exciting, and I'm really looking forward to doing this as a team.
You hear it all the time with professional sports teams that, it's just, we had a great group of people, and we worked towards a common goal and accomplished the unthinkable. And it's really what any group of people can do when you support each other and have fun together.
The fact that everyone is just so gung-ho and we're all just jumping in, and more people are joining the team, and by seeing these videos and seeing how fun and what the journey's like for all of us, understanding other people's journey. When I see that, the interviews and the videos, and you're like, wow, they're going through the same thing this week I went through.
I wouldn't say I've really gotten to know some of these people, but man, am I excited to continue to get to know some of these people. I was definitely humbled to get to meet some of y'all, and definitely a really cool group of humans that I don't really see how I deserve to be a part of, because some of you are really cool, and I really look forward to get to know a lot of you better.
This team, with having such a wide variety of people and finishers and first time attempts to all of these different things, that it's so diverse that it connects us all at the same time.
This BCC team, it's just opened another door, and I've already interacted with what I believe will become longer term friends that are coming together through Ironman.
I don't even know how to say this, but I just feel so much gratitude. Maybe that's the biggest thing I feel. The friends are, really honest. I have some really good friends.
Very thankful that Eddie, Marcus, and Dave gave me a little nudge to join this with them.
I think a big part of friendship is feeling accepted and accepting others as well, and sort of maybe laughing about our differences and being aware of them, but at the same time it's really about celebrating our similarities.
I already have like these visions of like race weekend and stuff, and I think we're gonna have a lot of fun. I think it's gonna just be about having fun.
I can see all of us seeing each other, giving each other high fives. I'll stop and give you all hugs, because that's what makes the race so much better. We lift each other up, and just that little bit will take us from a dark place where we might be, maybe even thinking that I don't know how I'm going to get through it, I don't know how I'm going to get to the finish. And then you'll see somebody on that out and back, you'll get a high five, you'll get a good job, you're looking great, you even get a hug, and then you can keep going. And through that monstrously long day, you get a bunch of lists from your teammates, and before you know it, you're making that turn down Main Street, and you see the red carpet, and there's the finish line, and that announcer says those 4 glorious words, and you're done.